Many people struggle financially, not because they don't earn enough, but because they fall into common money traps that prevent them from building wealth. These mistakes are often habits we pick up over time, sometimes from family, friends, or simply a lack of financial education. The good news? You can break free from these financial mistakes and set yourself on a path to financial stability and long-term success. Let's look at 5 common money mistakes that keep people stuck in a financial rut, and most importantly, how to fix them. Mistake number 1, living paycheck to paycheck. One of the biggest financial traps is living paycheck to paycheck. It is a cycle that millions of people are caught in, where every dollar earned is immediately spent on bills, necessities, or discretionary purchases, leaving nothing for savings or investments. Studies show that nearly 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, regardless of their income level. That means even people making 6 figures can fall into this financial pattern if they do not manage their money properly. Living this way creates constant financial stress because one unexpected expense, a car repair, medical bill, or job loss, can throw everything into chaos. Many people rely on credit cards to cover gaps, which only leads to further debt. But the real danger is that this cycle prevents financial growth. There's no money left to save, invest, or plan for the future. To break free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle, the first step is to track your expenses. Many people don't even realize how much money they're spending on non-essential purchases, like dining out, subscriptions, or impulse buys. Using budgeting tools like Mint, YNAB, or even a simple spreadsheet can help identify where the money is going. Once you see your spending patterns, you can cut unnecessary expenses and redirect that money towards savings or investments. Another powerful strategy is creating a buffer fund. Even setting aside $20 to $50 per paycheck in a separate savings account can slowly build a financial cushion, helping you escape the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Additionally, practicing delayed gratification, waiting 24 hours before making non-essential purchases, can prevent impulse spending and keep more money in your pocket. Mistake number 2, not having an emergency fund. The next major mistake is not having an emergency fund. An emergency fund acts as a financial safety net, protecting you from unexpected events like medical bills, car repairs, job loss, or home expenses. Yet, studies show that nearly 40% of Americans wouldn't be able to cover a $400 emergency without going into debt. This lack of savings forces many people to rely on credit cards or payday loans, which come with high interest rates and long-term financial consequences. A proper emergency fund should ideally cover 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. However, if that seems overwhelming, start small. Even having $500 to $1,000 saved can prevent financial crises. The key is to automate savings by setting up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a separate savings account every payday. To make sure this fund isn't accidentally spent, it should be kept in a separate, easily accessible account, but not so accessible that you're tempted to use it for non-emergencies. Some people choose high-yield savings accounts for this purpose, as they allow the money to grow slightly while remaining liquid. Mistake number 3, using credit cards as extra cash. Credit cards can be a useful financial tool when used correctly, but for many, they become a trap that leads to high interest debt and financial instability. The biggest mistake is treating a credit card like extra income, swiping it for non-essential purchases with the idea that it will be paid off later. However, interest rates on credit cards are among the highest in consumer finance, often ranging from 16 to 25%. For example, if you have a $3,000 balance on a credit card with 20% interest and make only minimum payments, it could take years to pay off, costing you hundreds or even thousands in extra interest. This is how many people end up in a debt spiral, where monthly payments barely cover the interest charges, and the actual debt remains untouched. The best way to avoid this mistake is to treat credit cards as a tool, not a crutch. Use them only for planned expenses and pay off the balance in full every month to avoid interest charges. If you already have credit card debt, focus on paying it down aggressively, using either the debt snowball method, paying off the smallest balance first for motivation, or the debt avalanche method, paying off the highest interest first to save money. If overspending is an issue, switching to a debit card or cash-based system for daily purchases can prevent unnecessary credit card debt. Mistake number 4. Not investing early. A common misconception is that investing is only for the wealthy, or that it requires a lot of money to get started. But the truth is, the biggest mistake you can make with investing is waiting too long to start. Investing early allows you to take advantage of compound interest, which is when your investments generate earnings, and those earnings generate even more earnings over time. For example, let's compare two people. Person A starts investing $100 per month at age 25. Person B starts investing $200 per month at the age of 40. Even though person B contributes more each month, person A will still have more money at retirement, simply because they started 15 years earlier. This is the power of compound growth. If you are unsure where to start, index funds and ETFs are great beginner-friendly options. These investment vehicles allow you to diversify your money across hundreds of stocks with low fees. Another great option is using tax advantage accounts like a 401k, IRA, or Roth IRA, which provide benefits such as tax-free growth or employer matching contributions. Mistake number 5, not having a financial plan. The last mistake is not having a clear financial plan. Many people go through life without setting financial goals, hoping things will just work out. But financial success doesn't happen by accident. It happens by intentional planning. A solid financial plan includes 1. Setting smart financial goals. Goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. 2. Writing down your goals. Studies show that people who write down their financial goals are significantly more likely to achieve them. 3. Reviewing your plan regularly. Life circumstances change, so checking in on your financial goals every few months ensures you stay on track. A financial plan gives you direction, reduces financial stress, and helps you make smarter money decisions. If you want to delve deeper into these topics, there are numerous resources worth exploring. Breaking free from financial struggles begins with recognizing and correcting these common mistakes. Living paycheck to paycheck, not having an emergency fund, misusing credit cards, delaying investing, and failing to plan for the future. Each of these issues can keep you stuck, but by making small, intentional changes, you can build a more stable and prosperous financial life. Remember, financial success isn't about how much you earn, it is about how wisely you manage what you have. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Lord willing. Take care, stay curious, and as always, Soli Deo Gloria.